Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode and a new year. Happy New Year to everyone. I decided to actually start off the new year by reviewing Buffalo Trace. Surprisingly, I had gone through this channel and reviewed a lot of bourbons, but I never reviewed probably one of the most well-known bourbons out there called Buffalo Trace, just the normal expression that they have. So Buffalo Trace is actually one of the oldest distilleries that's in America, and it's actually been going on for probably like 200 years now. Even during the Prohibition time, they weren't stopped by the government. They were actually allowed to continue going and creating whiskey, mainly because they were creating whiskey for doctors, because whiskey used to be something that they would prescribe for people who had certain sicknesses or illnesses. And so they have been in business for the longest amount than any other distillery in the US, which is absolutely phenomenal. This is actually a 45% alcohol by volume. That's 90 proof. I believe that this is this is aged around like 7 to 8 years. So I'm really excited to see what this is gonna have for us. So let's get started. Fun fact about how they got their name is that when in Kentucky, they actually, they noticed a Buffalo Trace, or basically like a buffalo herd, going across the Kentucky River. And ever since they saw that, they set up shop right there where the Buffalo Trace was, and they literally just called it Buffalo Trace. So I bet you're kind of wondering what this is here. So for Christmas, my sister ended up giving me this little cask here, and what I wanted to do was, I wanted to fill it with something, but I didn't want to necessarily break the bank by purchasing something super expensive, like Blanton's, and I had to buy multiple bottles if I were to do that. So I just decided, why don't I just go with a all-around good, well-received bourbon that's not going to break the bank, and at least get 2 bottles and fill this guy up and give it at least a few months and see how this changes it. And I don't know if anybody else has done a review about these, but I'd say let's at least get started now. Probably in the next few months, I will be letting this age, and then we'll open it back up, and then we'll do a comparison. All right, so let's go ahead and go into the nosing here. This is the epitome of what bourbon is. Sweet on the nose, vanilla, caramel, a little bit of oakiness in there, molasses, kind of. There's a fresh cleanness to this, and I think that's going to be the rye that's in here, since this one is made up of corn, rye, and malted barley, or as I said in a previous video before, malted barley. Or the freshness that's coming from the rye almost gives it like a super clean, almost like minty kind of smell to it. The nose is a beautiful bouquet. For it being, standard bourbon, this is so far really nice. All right, let's go into the tasting. Dried dark fruit. That vanilla is really prominent in there. A lot of oak spice in here. Maybe I'm getting a little bit of black licorice as well. That is just a damn good bourbon. For it being 25 bucks for a big bottle like this, I picked this up from Costco. I think it's $25. It is not offensive at all. Not only just in price, but not offensive in nose or palate. If you are a beginner, I would say this is going to be probably the best bourbon to really kind of just get a really good idea of what bourbon is. Then from there, you can branch out and try any of the other expressions or distilleries out there, but this is like the cornerstone of what bourbon is. So if you're wanting just one to get your feet wet, this is perfect. I mean, for $25, it's a steal. And with that being said, we're gonna put it on top, middle, or bottom shelf. And for this guy, I mean, for the value and for the just overall, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I think I'm drinking this and I'm like, just thinking like, you can taste the heritage and the tradition in this bottle. There's just something special about this. For this, I'm gonna put this on the middle shelf. One that is not gonna break the bank, have it easily be a daily drinker, and it's just really good. With that being said though, we are gonna go ahead and fill this guy up. Wow, it took the full 2-liter bottles. I still haven't even hit the very top yet, so probably gonna have to buy another one and just top it off. So we're gonna let this sit for at least a few months, and then we're gonna come back to it and have another video about it. With that being said, I'm signing off for today. Thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with your friends. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.